Hey everybody, it's Dina Rico with the Creativity Cave. I'm so excited to stamp with you today, and I have a really simple, but I think quite a nice card for you to create. It is such a piece of cake to make though. That makes me so happy because sometimes you just want a really simple, easy card to make, right? Okay, so let me show you the deal on this. I'm using Stampin' Up's Bookcase Builder, and I originally got this stamp set because I saw this adorable little baby card with the teddy bear and I think the bottle and the this is a rubber duck, yes, and the blocks, and I just thought it was so sweet, and so I liked it, so I had to get it. And I have not made that card yet, of course. I mean, have you guys ever done that? For me, totally. But I wanted to pull this out because I needed to make a travel themed card, and I have to tell you, I was kind of racking my brain on that one. But I love what I came up with, and I love the design. I think you can take this design and apply it to a whole bunch of different projects. So I'm going to take and get a little piece to protect my work surface, and I've got all of my supplies here ready to go. You can go to my blog and see all of the dimensions and links to my online store, and of course links to purchase if you would like to purchase. I would so appreciate your help with that. Whenever you order through the Creativity Cave, it helps bring more awesome videos just like this one. And don't forget to click on the subscribe now button, or it's a little square thing that'll show up right about there in just a little bit. We'll just get rid of that. Anyway, so the color scheme that I'm using for this is just kind of shades of blue, but I threw a little bit of green in there too because it is the earth, which is partly blue and partly green, so you know you got it. So I've got Soft Sky, Marina Mist, Night of Navy, Island Indigo, and Garden Green. Now if you don't have all those colors, of course you can substitute for just similar shades of whatever you'd like. And again, I think this card would be so cute done in a variety of different shapes and images and colors. So you could stamp flowers going across here, or you could take one of the other images from the stamp set and stamp them across there in different color combinations, and I think that would be so much fun. Okay, so we're going to take that stamp, that is the globe, and I'm going to, actually, you'll laugh at this, so here was my test one that I started with, and I didn't do the spacing quite the way I was hoping for, but I know I can use this piece of paper to line up my good one. Okay, so I'll start with my lightest color, and here's the other total guilty pleasure of this card is you don't have to clean your stamp, which makes me so happy. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp that ever so slightly off the edge, and then I'm just going to go down the row of my ink pads. So there is my Marina Mist. This is my Night of Navy. Then I've got Island Indigo. And finally, I will clean that off just a slight bit. And then I will do my Garden Green. And do you see how my cardstock helped line all of these up so they're straight? What a great deal that is. Now that is a great tip no matter what you're stamping, whether it's globes or whatever. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and adhere this to my card, or I should say my cardstock layer. So this is Island Indigo that I'm layering it to, and I thought that looked great against the Pool Party. No, that's not Pool Party. Soft Sky, because everything coordinates. So I chose a coordinating color, and then I'm going to add my little strip of cardstock across here. So now I'm grabbing my cardstock. This is just this paper that's left over whenever I cut down like my layer of cardstock here. This piece is left over, so I'm just going to stamp this, and this is right out of the stamp set. I'll stamp it in Night of Navy ink, and I will just stamp it right on. Oops, I totally messed that up. Let's see, I'll stamp it right there. I think that will be good. Oh, awesome. Second time is the charm, obviously. Then I will take my, I'm going to actually use my triple banner punch. I use this punch all the time. And I'm going to grab it first of all. This punch, oops. Sorry. This punch is so useful. It's designed to make punch or banners out of 2-inch, 1.5 or 1-inch strips, but I can use it with any size paper when I turn it over and just look at the back side. So I'll center that up so that I've got about the same on either side, you know, so the point is right in the middle of my paper. And then I've punched my perfect little banner, so that's a piece of cake. Now I have to show you something. So I got a little touch of ink on here, so I have an idea for getting rid of it. So you can see my very wonderfully pristine card here. I'm just going to take this, turn it over, and set it over here. And then what I'm going to do is take my navy marker, and I'm going to cover this up. I'm going to take my navy marker and I'm going to spritz my card, and then I will never even know that I made that little mistake. So to do that, I'm just going to put the marker in the end of my cap and then flick it with a good amount of pressure. So you can listen. Aha. So you can see that. And then I got little speckles all over. Now you can't even see my mistake. I love that tip. I do this all the time. Okay, now I am going to pop this up onto my card because I love the dimension that Stampin' Dimensionals give cards. They just make them look fancier and more professional, in my opinion, but yet still the classic look of a handmade card. Okay, so I've got that on there, and I'm going to do the same thing with my sentiment. I'm going to pop that right up on top of my card because I think that too looks fun. And then the last thing I'm going to do is actually trim the edge. And you know what? We're going to use this piece again. Whenever I'm making a card like this, I like to trim the edge. But because I don't happen to have a paper trimmer right next to me, I mean, it's close by, but I'm just going to use the cardstock as another little guide for trimming straight. You'd be surprised how hard it is to trim stuff straight. It really is tricky. Okay. And then I'm just going to pop this up right below my globes. Isn't that a fun, easy card? Now, if you wanted to do just a little teeny touch more, here is a suggestion for you. We have some, I think this is Dapper Denim. I'm not even sure what color blue this is. It's a blue. It doesn't matter. It'll work because we've got all these shades of blue. So even if it isn't one of the ones we're using, it'll work. But then I can just tie a little bow right there. And I can add this to my card and it will be kind of adorable, actually. I'll just snip that off. And then what I like to do is take a glue dot and I'm going to roll it up into a log like so. And add it to my card like that. So there we go. I think that's kind of a nice little touch. Don't you guys like it? And I think the other cool part about this is this could totally be a whole bunch of different types of cards. I'm just going to trim it a little bit though. There we go. I like the shorter ends better. I think this could be a great card for a graduation, for somebody who maybe is retiring and wants to travel. Another would be a great, oh, I know, a great card for a person who might have just earned an incentive trip through their online business. I don't know, I'm just saying. But anyway, it's just a fun card to share for a lot of different reasons. And then again, take a look at some of the other images in the stamp set, and I'm sure you could come up with some really fun alternatives with different color schemes to go with this. So thank you so much for joining me today, guys. Hope you have a great day and come back and stamp with me again tomorrow. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.